Hey folks, it's me, Screaming Sammy Skatch, aka the Skatch Man, coming at you once again from PAX 2016. We are talking about bugs in Boo Hags. What does that mean?
So, Bugs in Boo Hags is a hybrid tower defense platformer type of game. It's meant to be a throwback to games of the early 80s like Donkey Kong Jr., Burger Time, with a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies thrown in to give it a little bit of a modern twist.
It's a pretty diverse collection of different gameplay elements.
Exactly. But it's meant to be like those hard games that you had to keep pumping quarters into back from the early 80s, like when you go to Pizza Hut and 7-Eleven and spend just hours just trying to make your way through like the first level of Donkey Kong, for example. So it is intended to be a little bit difficult, but the game itself is influenced by where I'm from, which is Beaufort, South Carolina. I'm a professor at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort in their computational science department, and I have been teaching their programming classes for several years now, and this is my first actual game that I'm trying to get out for a commercial release, and everything about the game is influenced in some way by something about Beaufort or that area of South Carolina, from the look and feel of the live oak trees with Spanish moss hanging off of them to palmetto trees that you can climb up as if they were like ladders.
Why focus on a town like that? Do you just like it? Was there?
It's really like because the town itself has a really good vibe. It's a neat little, quirky little seaside town. But the real neat thing is like there's this. Some people still hold on to their beliefs in witchcraft and voodoo, and the Gullah people on St. Helena Island, which is very close to Beaufort, they were the descendants of the freed slaves from the beginning of the Civil War, and they used to tell stories to try to explain everyday things, like bad things that would happen to people, and so they would come up with these cautionary tales for why things happen. And so if you've ever had sleep paralysis, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you feel like somebody's like riding on top of your chest and you can't breathe, it's kind of like a waking nightmare kind of a thing. They believe that that's the Boo Hag doing it to you. The Boo Hag is kind of like a female boogeyman.
All right.
By day, she looks like a normal woman. Like it could be, you could very well be married to this woman for all you know.
Wow.
And she takes off her skin at night, spins it onto a loom, and then she goes around, just starts floating around the town to see what houses she can get into, and then ride the people sleeping inside, and basically take their life force away. And so that's why you wake up feeling suffocated and out of breath. So they believe the Boo Hag's doing that to you, but you're not. You can defend your home against the Boo Hag with various means, and including painting all the doors and windows this certain shade of blue, which we call haint blue. So if you actually go to some homes in South Carolina and that part of Georgia nearby, you'll see some houses that actually have that blue paint on their windows and doors. Other things you can do as sort of tactical items to use in the game, and this is still based on the actual mythology, you can put a broom in front of a hag, and she'll pick it up and start counting all the bristles obsessively. You can shake, because she doesn't have any skin, you can shake salt on the hag, and it's like rubbing salt into a wound, so she'll be writhing in agony for a few seconds.
What do the bugs have to do with it?
The bugs are those are just those nuisance bugs that everybody in South Carolina is familiar with. Mosquitoes, fire ants, and cockroaches, which we call palmetto bugs because I guess that's a classier name. We're the Palmetto State. So, but yeah, so the game itself involves having to just grab cans of paint, paint the doors and windows as quickly as you can before the hags show up. And if you can protect your house, the hags are going to start coming after you, and you just got to keep them out until sunrise. When the sun rises, if the hag is caught outside, and this again is still influenced by the actual superstitious beliefs, she'll burn up in the morning sun, and then you'll have saved the day.
Awesome. So when's the game coming out? When are you looking?
We are looking to, so here at PAX we just had the first tutorial level done, and we're going to start the Steam greenlight process probably within the next couple weeks. And we're looking to release the game on Steam, PC, Mac, and Linux probably summer of 2016, like June or July. So between now and then, hopefully I'll have time on the evenings and weekends to start fleshing out some level designs and get the game finished and distribute it on Steam.
Where can people follow along with the development? You have a website?
It's on bugsandboohags.com, BUGSN boohags.com. You can get some news updates. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll start posting the latest news and new trailers as they come out. Yeah, so definitely
awesome.
Within the next couple weeks we'll have more news updates as we start the Steam greenlight process.
Sure. Well, thanks again for talking to me, Brian.
Thank you, Skatch. It was great meeting you.
Great PAX.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much. We'll see you around.